I want to go to Hawaii. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're doing well. Got my Hawaiian shirt on. One day, go back to Hawaii. It was fun. Many years ago, over 10 years ago now. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. It is Tuesday, 6:06, like 7:07, but at 6:06 a.m. Had to wrestle with the cat for the bathroom. She was trying to drink the water. She's like, "Give me water, feed me." They wake me up early, or as soon as they hear me move, they jump all over me. Anyway, it's not the cat show. It's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. And we talked about Agile and Scrum. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master, Agile Coach. And we do talk about it in a practical and tactical way so you can use it where you work and what you do on a daily basis, ideas, thoughts, share things that people share on the internet, and make it so you're not working at home for more than 40 hours a week, and try to help you be more lean and bring value to the customer, more value, more time, and more product that they can buy, purchase, recognize for your brand, and do it with the balance of life and work, right? Some little ideas how you balance this stuff out, what you could do. We do it all in 15 minutes, kind of like a daily scrum. So today is Tuesday for the 7th of April, and we're going to do our first interview. Did an interview over the weekend with a gentleman, Hobbies. He's a Scrum Master out of New York, and it was just an opportunity. And he said, "Yeah, let's do it, man." So we did a little interview, just practice for me, practice for him, just talking about getting his name out there, what he does, and his rep. And it was fun. It was a good time, and I think I might want to do it more. See how it goes. I used the Premiere thing on YouTube. So really don't know how it works because I've never really done it. I did it once and it didn't quite work the way I wanted to. So we're trying it this time, find out what it does, and promote him on LinkedIn and out with my connections and things like that. So if anybody's out there who would like to do that more, if you're going to here's my thoughts. Someone asked a question, why are you doing this? What is it? Well, one, I thought it'd be nice to meet some other Scrum Masters, Agile people, business analysts, people, managers, different people that are working in the Agile space. But also, if you are looking for a job, got laid off because the pandemic or whatever, you want to do some mock interviews or interviews, I could interview you, talk about Agile, what's your thoughts, how you do things, and then we can share those things with the rest of the world. Somebody just woke up. You're cold? Okay.
My window's open in my room.
Your windows open in your room? That was his mom.
Both.
Both of them. Mom tried to freeze you last night. Anyway, and I got short sleeves on. Anyway, so if you're a Scrum Master or an Agile person, BA, Agile coach, going in between jobs, you can start this experiment, interview you, ask you questions, share some of your thoughts, then you can use it and you can put it as part of your resume on LinkedIn or whatever you'd like to do, and share it with potential people that you might want to work with, and we'll go from there. That way they get to know you right away. And it's a friendly environment, right? It's not like, oh my God, I got to pass the test. No, we don't do that. We ask you about what you do, what you like, and what you like about Scrum and Agile, right? So it's an experiment. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it's a fun thing to do. All right. So with that, let's talk about a couple things. The other day we talked about, why Scrum and how it always assumes things are wrong. So things go wrong. They always do. And we were going to talk about the collage things. I'm going to talk about the collage today. And I also want to talk about some leaders and what I hear from some Agile people, some Agile coaches that I've heard. Not just one spot. I heard it a few places that just tickles my goat kind of thing. Is like, yeah, but you say you want to do one thing and then you do another. So talk about those two things, mostly on the Agile coach front, where they say, well, we want everybody to be self-organizing and everything, but then on the other hand, we got to tell them what to do. I'm like, which one you doing, right? So we'll talk through that a little bit this morning, because I wrote that on my notepad, because I see that a lot of these people that are Agile coaches that say they've been everywhere and done everything. So we'll talk about that a little bit. So the collage first thing, because it's a fun thing, right? Gotta have some fun. So this is something you can do with your people onshore, offshore. I have done this. I think I wrote a little piece on LinkedIn a long time ago on it. And what you basically do is you put your name on a PowerPoint slide, grab some pictures of your life, what you do, what you like, and you share it with your coworkers. This is a great thing you can do when everybody's remote, you know, like happy thoughts. I put in there, I like to know what people happy thoughts. Mine is my family, um, favorite foods. So I got happy thoughts, favorite foods, you know, where you're from, any hobbies you have, right? So that kind of talks a lot about everybody, like your happy thoughts. My favorite foods. My wife is Basque. She taught me about Basque restaurants and Basque culture. Of course, I love Basque food because it's like that's all lunch, man. There's like a million things on there you eat. It's crazy. And then we got cheesesteaks. And then where am I from? Right now, I'm from Philadelphia. This is when I used to work at Comcast. And you could see a picture of what city of Philadelphia looks like from Comcast Play. Liberty Bell, of course. Some hobbies. Right now, my biggest hobby are trains, going out with the kids, my son and I like to put the poster up every once in a while. We did this thing called G-Scale Garden Pirates, where we go out and we set up little G-Scale outdoor trains for local kids to watch and check out, because not everybody has trains. I think trains are cool. Kids love trains. I mean, no matter where you go, they love model trains. So we set it outside. We're running around, and kids watching and checking, and they just stare at it, and their imagination goes. And it's kind of why I do it. And so that's one thing, just going out with kids, and then me, the scrum, me, the agile cheerleader. See, that's why, it's where the cheerleader came from a while back. They just like it. And then going to Agile Philly and Agile Delaware stuff, because I threw in my Agile stuff that I like to do. So this is an example. We've got happy thoughts, favorite foods, where you're from, any hobbies. 4 little things, 4 little topics that are pretty much simple for anybody to do. And you can build this up and share this with your coworkers. So just a little collage, self collage about yourself. It's a great way for a new team to get together and know each other. And it's a great thing for, people during this pandemic. You can call it something different. You can say, hey, what are your things you're doing during the pandemic? Take some pictures, put them on a thing, and share that with everybody else. Give everybody some ideas. It's a concept, um, something to do, right? The last thing I want to talk about is agile leaders or agile coaches. I've seen a lot of coaches over time. Been to a couple classes, they talk about it. And they go in and they say, and I even have bosses when they hire agile coaches, well, what are you going to do to fix it? Well, I'm going to help you fix it, because I'm not here that long. It's a different mentality, unless you want to be full time, right? But even then, as an agile coach, I want you to learn and progress, so I don't have to be there. I'll come back and help you as you need help, but I want you to be able to operate on your own. And that's the whole mentality, is you've got to be able to operate on your own, because that's how you get more productive versus waiting for someone to tell you what to do, right? There's a little twist in there. So what I hear from people is they say, yeah, but I find that this is what they say. They say, but I find that I really have to tell them what to do. So then you're not really coaching. You're not helping them progress. I mean, there is a balance in there. It's a difference between teaching them and telling them. Telling them what the solution is, let them figure the solution out for themselves. There's so many times I just want to reach into my Scrum Master and go, what the hell are you doing? But I let it go, right? And and the way I talk them through, I ask them questions. How's it going? Are you getting what you want, the results? And we try to paint a picture where the future can be together, right? And find out if they are where they are, they're good. Maybe an issue, got to work that out, how you can do it. But do you tell them what to do? Do you tell them how to do it? Do this and solve the problem. Measure it this way. They always want a quick answer. I'm like, well, what do you think? It's is it get you what you need, right? Is it a short-term answer or a long-term answer? Maybe those are leading questions, right? Maybe that's helping them, but you want them to start thinking. So some people are like, oh, those are leading questions, Greg. I do. Yeah, but you want them to think that way. You want them to learn how to think on their own, to be able to ask those questions. And I got a question. Why does it seem like Agile coaches, some try to be the Scrum Master's boss? Yeah, I love that. And aren't Scrum Masters supposed to own their teams? Will not own, but have the autonomy to work with their teams. Interesting. So that's a two-part thing on that one. So that's Taz Brown, right? So Taz asked the question, why do Scrum Masters think they own the Agile coaches, the coaches' boss, the Scrum Master's boss? One, I have no idea. I don't. I just work with, and I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, how much time we got left for the show? We got 10. We're at the 11-minute mark. We got 4 minutes. So that's leads where I'm kind of doing. So as far as Agile coaches being the Scrum Master's boss, it's totally wrong. I like being a partner and help them because I'll tell you why. As an Agile coach, if I don't act like your boss, and I'm not the boss of the Scrum Masters, I give an avenue to work together as a team and what's going on with the team, the good, the bad. A lot of times people don't want to talk about the bad in front of their bosses. So I never want to be the boss as an Agile coach. The ones that think they want to be the boss and tell you what to do aren't Agile coaches. They're something else. They're managers, project managers, someone that think they have to make you progress. Me, I will team up with you and work to solve that problem. I get much better results. I think I develop a better Scrum Master in the end than me acting like their boss. I ask Scrum Masters to come up to me and they go, hey, I really like this because I can vent with you, throw ideas, fail or not. We can talk it through and work it out. Where their boss, there's a little intimidation. The safety factor's not there. So that's a danger zone for Agile coaches to become their bosses. So you got to be careful. I find it more productive not being the boss. Now, you ask, aren't Scrum Masters supposed to own their team? No, right? It's a trick, and it'll be interesting. And I think Habib talks about it a little bit because I asked him, did you lead your team, or is that the right word? And I said it for a reason. Scrum Masters don't own the team. The team owns the team. The Scrum Master is a servant of the team. Therefore, you do not own the team. It's a big difference, right? You don't own the team. You serve the team. The team owns themselves. It's self-organizing. So there's a very big difference in the thought process. Nobody owns the team. How about that? It's even further going. You are there to serve the team, help them, guide them, coach them, facilitate for them, take on those jobs, convey information, clear blockers, but you do not own the team. Just like the Agile coaches do not own the Scrum Masters do not own the team. Right? I changed that. Exactly. We serve the team. There we go. He got it. So, but this is a big danger zone too. I will give you this one. And we're kind of going into the conversation topics, but this is good. The other thing that the Agile coaches do that is kind of wrong. I don't coach this way. And I had one Scrum Master just recently. He switched over to a new company. At first, he didn't get my coaching style. I do not coach in the event. I do not. I'll ask permission depending how they're new and what they're going on, and they'll invite me into the conversation. I usually coach before the Scrum event or the activity and after the Scrum activity. I attend the activity, but I don't coach. I coach on the outside, not during. The reason why, the Scrum Master is the Scrum Master team. That's the person I want the team to go to. I don't want them coming to me unless the Scrum Master is not there and available, right? I want them to get used to going to the Scrum Master to help clear blockers. Me, I get invited into the conversation. I've seen other Agile coaches that pal right into the conversation, and we only got 30 seconds left to the end of the show. But that is another danger zone. When Agile coaches jump into the ring with the team, it puts off to the side and develops a disrespect for the Scrum Master. It lowers the confidence level in the Scrum Master. So that's another danger zone. So maybe that kind of relates to your first question, But that's the one thing you got to watch out as an agile coach. Do not jump into the team. Work with the Scrum Master, work with leads. If there's leads or a product owner, work with them. And then you coach the individuals on their individual Scrum activity, right? Does that sound great? You're welcome. But that's one of those little things, little danger zones. Well, maybe we'll talk about it. A good topic. Now it's 15:10, so it's the end of our thing because we try to do it within 15 minutes because that's the idea of a daily Scrum. The idea is you only need 15 minutes. You can talk, you got a lot of stuff covered in 15 minutes, a lot of conversation. How many people hung up on YouTube because the conversation is too long? Because we have a 4-minute span or 1-minute span now. I think YouTube measures things in 10-second increments. Facebook charges you on 10 seconds. I think they even went to 4 seconds. The time is at 4 seconds. So you would have an hour-long meeting. Good luck with that one because the society only pays attention for 4 seconds in the day. So we could have a whole conversation on time, but we're blowing back the time because it's right at the 16-minute mark. Anyway, hey, you have a great day. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do that. I think I'd go on chat with it. I don't know how it's all going to work. We're going to find out. But ring the little bell. That way, when we do more interviews, you'll get the messages that there's more interviews coming. And you all have a great, awesome day. All right. Take care. Happy scrumming. Enjoy. See you tomorrow. Or see you at 9. And then we'll see you again hopefully in the 5 o'clock hour. Bye. See ya.